Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DreamHack Open 2014 DreamHack Winter. Just swap those scores around. We're in game number 2 in this best of 3. It's the final best of 3 of this section of DreamHack, of Groups A and Group B. Spawning in the bottom left corner of the map, he needs to win this series. It's going to be the blue Protoss Yowie Flash Wolf Sun.
Number right as the red Terran, it's Liquid Bunny.
So again, to explain real quick, guys, the Grub's camera is currently off because it is causing frame problems, and we'd much rather this stream looks nice for you than not. So, sadly, there doesn't appear to be an immediate fix, and maybe I can hopefully figure something out during the break, but for now, hopefully you guys can just deal with it, because of course we're all here for StarCraft. Let's be honest, you tuned in for DreamHack, not for our talk show.
I don't know, maybe someone did.
They're like, oh, I saw this on the Team Liquid DreamHack thread. Maybe I thought it was a mistake because I was looking for a talk show. Is this the right place?
Yeah. Well, last game, Bunny went for a bit of an aggressive opener, and it really didn't do a whole lot, but he still carried the game okay. Obviously, he lost at the end, but it was surprising by how much it did not work out, that he was able to, keep on even supply for a large part of that game.
Well, the drop at the start was really cool. It wasn't that effective, but I really liked where he went back and picked up the Hellions. I mean, a lot of really cool things happened in a quick few seconds we didn't quite get to cover. Number one was really neat, where Son had actually fully walled off the front of his ramp with pylons. He knew Hellions were coming. He didn't want them to run up. At the same time, Bunny, realizing that, immediately goes and picks them up with the medevac and elevators them up. I mean, there's, sadly, like, for all that work, not a lot of damage got done, but it was still cool seeing, like, the efforts both players put forward there. Like, that push that Bunny did in the early game, we've seen Hellions snowball out of control in PvT.
Yeah. It's going to be a standard Reaper opener for Bunny. Although he is not taking off of gas after the next 50, so I think it's going to be a factory at the command center. Oh, no, he did. Oh, they did. No, he didn't. Well, anyways, very typical stuff going over on San's side of the field, too. The Reaper's going to scout the lack of a second gas and be pretty comfortable thinking that there's not, there's not going to be like a proc the Oracle anywhere.
Psych JK?
Well, he's going to see it forming, so... Of course there's going to be second gas eventually.
Given a bit of a tease. Now, the Reaper, it's not now. There's a lot of timings to StarCraft 2, guys. You hear people talk about timing attacks and timing this, timing that, but one of the biggest timings for a scout is like right around that 6-minute mark. Between 6 and 7 minutes is typically where something revealing from a Protoss player is going to go down. Maybe it's a Robo, maybe it's a Stargate, who the hell knows. But if you go in any suit enough, if the Reaper dies, you won't get that second scout off, and you may even have to burn a scan. The problem is, with San having a pylon up here to the north, if you do scan, you might miss some of the most critical tech structures.
She's putting this spy counter down in the south, so... This could just be for like another 2 gateways. Blink openers is very popular. They put the fear of a blink all-in into the Terran, and they're just, an upgrade you're going to get eventually anyways. That actually worked out pretty well in the early game, but Bunny is going to go for that factory. Now, Starport, Word of Mine drop seem to be on the horizon. Oh, Bunny's going to see the Twilight Council, it looks like.
Maybe? Okay, yeah. Let's just see. Maybe the probes are pulled to block him or something. That would be cool.
But can you really tell what... You can't tell what it is. Like, okay, great, I saw the Twilight Council, but, like, what's stopping them from putting a Dark Shrine now because they scouted it? Or what's stopping them from throwing down 6 gateways, not just 2?
I mean, one of the biggest things about that too is it's so normal. It's part of the late game. Like Blink, I think once upon a time was okay. It's all in or nothing, but nowadays Blink is such a regular part of the matchup. It's really hard to overanalyze this.
Yeah.
I do love though that Blink all-ins are not like all game every game. I guess unless you're partying, but that's another can of worms altogether, right?
At least they're interesting blink all-ins.
Party, like, that's what I love with StarCraft 2. I don't mind any level of cheese if you see, like, really sick control with it. Like, when we see Maru or Marine King, like, 2 racks, and he starts focus firing banelings, you're like, how? Why? What? This is amazing.
San only put down 1 more gateway. I like where he put it, though. This stops the Marines from just, like, rolling into the mineral line and dying, yet killing a lot of probes.
Yeah, it's not quite the stutter step possible, but a tank coming out of Bunny. This is a little interesting.
Not sure if thinking it's a Blink Stalker all-in or setting up for a 2-base all-in.
I think he's just going defensive, is my best guess. Like, hoping to put a Widowmine down, assuming, okay, if you go Blink all in, you don't have detection, so maybe the Widowmine gets a 6 shot. Oh, really? Did they both? Yeah, 1 and 0. Oh, that's painful, Zombie Grove. That's painful.
Yeah, that second one almost got the tail end of the pool, too.
Sadly, they will not be off cooldown by the time this observer comes out, so it is going to pick them both off clean. To explain what happened there, I guess, for anyone who might be newer to StarCraft, the problem is, like, when workers go into the gas mining buildings, no matter what race you are, they technically, like, I guess, cease to exist or something, whatever the case may be. The shot follows them into the nothingness, the black hole that is secretly encased in this simulator, and thus does no damage. It would be cool if that would at least, I don't know, splash a building, but Widowmines can't damage buildings, so...
I guess that's where the bug comes
paradox.
into effect. Yes,
no,
the
don't
paradox.
call it a bug. A bug just seems so simple. This is complex stuff.
Oh, okay. Like interstellar shit.
Sure. I still haven't seen that, so I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, man. I did not realize that movie was 3.5 hours. It's a long movie.
That movie is in the theaters, and I don't have the money to go see it, so... That's my first vice, less than a time.
Wow. So poor.
Yo, he's actually going really heavy on the probes. Okay, so San... Like, you might be pushing out to attack or something, but I think this is more for, like, a third. Like, why would you go 22 probes, 21 probes? Like, he's gone so heavy here. There's no way he's not trying to expand. So he's going to check with his Zealot to make sure it's clear, and if it is, we're going to see that Nexus come down, and we're not going to see a big 2-base Colossus this time. And it's kind of a big deal. You know, last time was a little bit weird because he got to that stage somewhat without problem, but merry-go-round, you know, you can't really as comfortably secure this. Third drops are way too big of a deal, so I do like that San's got his eye on the late game. He's got his eye on the prize, so to speak. Not going to just try and cheese in with a 2-base all-in.
Well, Bunny has a very, very big army. There wasn't any harass. The Marines did poke out, but they obviously didn't do a whole lot, so we saved them. And now this army is something that, like, with a good concave, could take on San's army, Colossus included, maybe. But of course, force fields, militia corps, stalkers are also there. He's gonna scan the natural. Okay, so now he knows the army's in position. The tank, it looks funny. It might add a nice damage to the Colossus if focus fired.
I think if you get that really sick spot there on the side, maybe, but it's kind of exposed where it is. I don't think we're going to see Stalkers exactly diving in there to kill him, much as blinking. This did shut down the third. Hardened shield on the Immortal through the hallucination, kind of a cool effect to see. This is going to get removed in Legacy of the Void, though.
No one ever knows to do that, though. That was awesome.
That was cool. The only other time we saw it really come into effect was Parting versus Departure. You remember that when he hallucinates into the Spinecrawler wall?
Oh yeah. Well, I thought the first time we saw it was like Crank or someone.
Yeah. I'm not thinking about the first time. We're seeing the last time we saw it, because I haven't seen anyone do that since. Either way, nice pickup of the medevac, keeps that tank alive. You know, it might not be the most mobile and sometimes the most not effective unit, but it is expensive and worth keeping alive. So nice little throw there at a Bunny.
By the way, did you ever try a Hot Pocket?
No.
Oh my god, it's something I forgot about. But like,
I know, we went to that store. I remember seeing them thinking like maybe, but I couldn't remember if we had like a microwave in our hotel room or not.
We probably don't, but just lay it out the thaw, it'll be fine.
Just lay it out in the California heat, you'll be good by noon. God, it was so warm in California.
Oh, it was so sad. I didn't bring a coat to California because, you know, it's warm. I come back, I'm on like a stupid train in between airport terminals, and I'm like, it's freaking freezing.
Hot Pocket. We'll have to wait for another time, another adventure. But for Colossus, not a whole lot of Vikings out. He's getting that production up now. But Bunny's second starport, you know, we're seeing a lot of Terran players actually take the second starport almost immediately rather than later like this. Just knowing how big of a deal Viking production can be in this matchup. But Bunny will be able to start catch up in this regard. Now, unlike last time, there's that yawn. Unlike last time, there's not a whole lot of stalkers. Like, San's actually got really Zealot heavy and Colossus heavy. I don't know if he'll actually be able to deal with the Vikings.
He's gonna have Archons, which is a bit different.
Well, I mean,
So
they're okay, but still, I mean, it's first Vikings, right?
I mean, the Vikings go over an Archon, suddenly they just disappear. So you know, it's pretty good.
Well, it's only if he clumps. I mean, it shouldn't, I imagine.
I don't know, man. There was actually a recent game that we cast where I was like, well, there's all the stalkers, but I saw like the Vikings were over like 2 Archons, and I was like, oh, that's why they're dying. Anyways, of course, attacking anywhere besides like a good choke or, you know, just basically not in a huge concave. Oh, he's pulling the boys.
Okay, well, Bunny's sake, gonna try and turn this into an all, and I don't blame him. Like, he got maxed out supply here really quickly. He's got a lot of units to work with. If the SCVs can soak enough, I mean, there's Colossus. 5 of them should still go down pretty quickly, I imagine. They are clumped up really badly, though, these Vikings on top of that Archon, so this situation very well may go down, but he's still going to take out almost all the Colossus, even if he does have to trade this out. That tank is still alive, but the probe counterpull into this, is it enough?
I think it is. Yeah, 2 Colossus are still alive.
Yeah.
Even then, I think a Gateway Warping was going to be able to take care of anything else.
Oh, but the reinforcements actually might just flank some of these Colossus. They're getting so low, but it's not enough. GG. Sun, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take this series 2-0. Bunny, sadly, you know,